Hello, I'm Heather Owsley, and I serve on the Board of Education for the Shawnee Mission School District. Our Read Across SMSD theme in November is Promote Healing and Growth. The books featured this month are all about finding hope in the recovery that can happen because of the healing power of family and community. The elementary book in November is called Powwow Day by Tracy Sorrell. This book tells the story of River, a young girl who has been fighting illness. When it comes time for her tribe's powwow, she is uplifted and inspired by watching her family dance. All of the books selected this month, including Powwow Day, relate to American Indian and Alaska Native Heritage Month. We are so honored because we are joined by two very special guests.
Hawaii, my name is Alex Redcorn. I'm a professor at Kansas State University, and I'm a citizen of the Osage Nation.
Poso Buju. My name is Jancita Warrington, and I am the Executive Director of Native American Affairs for the state of Kansas. I am Anishinaabe. My tribes are Menominee, Potawatomi, and Ho-Chunk, and we come from the Great Lakes area. Today, the Potawatomi also reside in Kansas.
We're here today at Merriam Park, where members of the Leadership Lighthouse team have a few questions for our guests. We'll get started today with Sophia, who's in 6th grade.
Thanks for being here. My question is, how would you describe powwows and ceremonial gatherings to people who have never seen or been to one before?
A powwow is a celebration of community and culture where we get together and sing and dance and eat and celebrate our cultural elements that continue to shape our tribal identities in our lives today.
Powwows and ceremonial gatherings are a little bit different depending on where you are and what community you're from. So sometimes they can be intertribal with lots of people, where there's lots of different tribes and lots of different types of dancers. And other times they can be very specific to one community. So in my home ceremony, the Elonshka, which is from the Osage people, we do what's called straight dancing, and we move around the drum, and it looks similar to what you see in Powwow Day, except it's mostly just straight dancers of one type of dancer. But if you go to different communities and intertribal situations, that's where you'll see more like what you see in Powwow Day.
How do these gatherings help families and communities connect together?
These gatherings, powwows, are like a big family reunion. Tribal culture is something that has to constantly be practiced in order for it to live, in order for us to understand it. We just show and teach, and by doing that, we help to keep our culture alive and assure that it not only survives, but it thrives.
So our Osage ceremony helps us stay connected to one another every year as we return and dance every year and move around the drum. And it's a really special time, and it allows us to eat together, allows us to be with one another, and it allows us to renew our relationships. So when we return to our daily lives, we feel empowered and reconnected to our traditional ways in our people.
Yeah. What are some ways that people can learn about powwows and Native American heritage?
Well, there are a lot of ways. So you can download our Osage language apps that my tribe has put out there, and it allows you to hear how our people have communicated for generations. And you could also read some books like Jingle Dancer by Cynthia Laddick Smith or Bow Wow Powwow by Brenda Child.
The best way that you can learn about a powwow is to see one and attend one to experience it. But also in the local Kansas City area, you can attend a list of these powwows seen here.
Thank you so much to the Merriam Park Bears and to our very special guests for joining us today. We invite everyone to focus on how we can promote healing and growth and practice gratitude in our families and in our communities, and to take time to learn more about American Indian and Alaska Native heritage. Let's read across SMSD.